G'day everyone and welcome to Ride Day. I'll be your host, Artist Wayne, and today we'll get to find out how the new Harley-Davidson adventure bike fares out on the dirt trails when stuck in road mode. Some silly bugger drops his bike key between his engine and bash plate, and two good-looking blokes become the new poster models for adventure riding. Oh, and I get to ride the new Yamaha Tenere 700 World Raid, and I don't ever want to give it back. So just sit back, relax, and let's make adventure riding great again. What a perfect day for a ride. And this wasn't just any old ride. Just like last weekend, I was on a Combat Wombat ride. And the Combat Wombat had put the call out to other riders, and other riders had answered the call. Because when I arrived at our meeting point, there were 7 other keen adventure riders chomping at the bit to hit the trails of the Watagan State Forest, Yengo National Park and beyond. And I was under extreme pressure to give nicknames to each and every one of them. Off we went with yours truly as the lead rider, with the plan to take the boys through the Watagan State Forest, down Watagan Creek Road, into Yengo National Park, and all the way to Putty Road, and hopefully this time we'd be able to do the Commission Road and maybe come down the California track to Bulga. But when does anything ever go to plan when adventure riding? Hardly ever. All we could do was give it a good shake and hope for the best. And whilst we're on the subject of me being the lead rider, well, between you and I, my fellow adventure riders, I hate taking the lead of any ride. I'd rather sit back in the pack, take it easy, and watch all the drama unfold. But don't you worry, I won't be holding the team up for much longer. Yes, I'd be handing over the reins to our mate Dale the Deputy. And because we were planning to do such a big ride today, some of the boys were already suffering from fuel anxiety. Up past Muir's Lookout we went, marking corners all the way, on what was a perfect day for a ride. Now, it was just up ahead that we would receive some interesting news. News that could quite possibly cause a chain reaction of events.
Say that again.
Road mode.
Road mode.
Road mode, so in other
Stuck
words...
in road mode.
Riding for Team USA today was Brett, aka the Bald Eagle.
Yeah, it stiffens up the suspension.
Wayne wouldn't know that. He's got a bike that's got no technology on it whatsoever.
It's a no-go tech bike.
My bike may not have had any tech, but Dean's Harley-Davidson Pan America, stuck in road mode, would certainly make it interesting.
And what did you say it weighs?
250.
Oh, so it's fairly light.
Not bad, eh? And the bike's about 350.
We now had our new improved lead rider, the capable Deputy Dale, and I was sweep rider. The sweep rider needs to be a capable and confident rider, an experienced person who knows how to get shit done, which begs the question why they let me be sweep rider. Anyway, I was doing a great job so far and we were making great progress as I followed the Combat Wombat down Watagan Creek Road. Through the gate on Watagan Creek Road as we introduce another rider on today's adventure. It's Bryce the Farmer riding Tractor Tracy as we made our way to Tilly Lane and onto the turnoff that would take us into the Yengo National Park. So far so good, we were making great time. And once we arrived at the turn-off into Yengo National Park, the Combat Wombat had another special guest waiting to join our group. Say hello to Big Adam riding his big KTM adventure. Now there were 9 keen riders kicking up dust on the Boree track, and it had already been a fantastic ride, surprisingly without any drama. However, that was about to change for one unlucky rider. Yes, the was about to hit the fan, and considering we had a few cameras on today's ride, well, unfortunately, no one caught this crash. You'll just have to use your imagination because, boy, it must have been a good one.
All right.
Yeah, just too fast and I'm dehydrated. I need a drink.
There's going to be injuries when we pick it up. Sore backs.
Oh, I've done it before. I'll pick this up by myself. I'll come off by myself. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Alright.
Crash bars done their job quite nicely.
They have. They're a good bar actually.
Yeah.
You happy there?
Yep.
Beautiful. Thank you guys. Appreciate your help. Oh, you get a drink.
Definitely warming up.
Oh yeah. Did you get that?
I didn't know it.
I did.
You?
Still recording?
No. It's not recording.
What, not recording?
Oh, it's always the way. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, another one there. No, oh look. Oh, it scratched the number 1. Oh Jesus.
Can't believe I missed that. That is...
Nah, that would have been the talk around the campfire. You know, sometimes when you hit the brake, you're grabbing the throttle at the same time.
Yeah.
That's how I run it. That's what it was doing. It's just driving me out of the corner and into the bush.
You alright?
Oh, my big toe on my right foot's a bit sore. It's a bit numb.
This side, did it?
Yeah, dropped on this side, put a scratch there, and scratched all that cowling.
You're in love with your bike, aren't you?
Here he is, the man himself, the Combat Wombat. Totally in love with his brand new BMW GSF 900. And we were off. 9 happy adventure riders hurtling through the Yengo National Park towards the Putty Road. No need for a lead rider, no need for a sweep rider. It was every man for himself. And hopefully I can get through some more introductions and nicknames as Deputy Dale tears past me like I'm sitting still. Brett, who was riding for Team USA today, was doing a fine job after his scary crash. Go say hello to Joe, aka Speedy. He's currently riding in relaxed mode at the moment, but watch what happens when I pass him. It's like provoking a snake. After caravanning around Australia for the past 18 months, being back on the Central Coast and riding has been an absolute blast for me. And ever since my mate brother Shano helped me set up my suspension, well, I've really been enjoying my riding. However, I was about to jump on a bike with suspension that was going to blow my mind. What kind of bike was it? Well, you'll just have to wait and see. Today was proving to be an absolute cracker of a day with a great bunch of blokes. And talking about great blokes, well, I had the absolute pleasure of joining James and Trevor on their Tallboys and Trackmasters podcast through the week. where we talked about all things dual sport motorcycling. G'day to my riding brothers from West Virginia, James and Trevor. And a big shout out to James's dad, Bill, who's one of the biggest Artist Wayne fans in the USA. On your boys, I'll post a link to their YouTube channel and our podcast together in the description of this video. Now I just need to concentrate on staying upright because Joe just might have his camera on this time. When Joe got sick of riding behind me, he just blew past and headed to the front of the pack where he belonged. We had now arrived at Big Yengo, and I was about to receive an early Christmas present. Yes, that's right. I was about to ride the brand new Yamaha Tenere 700 World Raid, and it was all due to this bloke here, my new best friend, Sam the Man of many layers, also known as Spring Onion and Spanish Onion. What a great bloke to let me ride his bike. Not many people trust me to do that. As soon as I started riding Sam's bike, I absolutely fell in love with it. The suspension was absolutely phenomenal. It was 1,000 times better than my shit bike. And even though Sam was my new best friend, I seriously considered stealing his bike. Would I get away with it? Probably not. And as I was enjoying this beautiful upgrade, I couldn't help but think of poor Sam, the man of many layers, and what he must have been going through right now. Poor Sam must have been horrified, and I bet there was a lot of swearing and cursing going on. Compared to his beautiful bike, he was now riding a bike with shit brakes, suspension, everything. Actually, the sticker kit isn't too bad, so at least that was something. So whilst Sam was struggling to just stay alive, I was up ahead having the time of my life and about to introduce another rider. And if I'm not mistaken, it's rider number 9, our last rider, the one and only ultra smooth riding Dean. Well, he's ultra smooth when he's not stalling his KTM in a mud hole. Anyway, it wasn't long after this that I had to give this beautiful bike back, which made me a very sad little boy. Well, first we had to wait for poor Sam to arrive as he struggled his way along the track, doing his best to survive.
How you doing?
You want to stay? You can stay on it.
I'm alright.
No, you want to ride yours?
Yeah.
As soon as I got on that, I thought, "Fuck, that's so nice." Oh,
How come every time I hit a rock or something, the front just f***ing goes on me?
that's the way the bike is, bro.
Thought I was going to die. No, it's good fun.
Now you know, welcome to my world. I feel like I'm going to die.
You want the real answer?
That's why when I get home, I'm so happy. Yes, I survived!
What a wonderful experience I had riding Sam's mighty Yamaha T7 World Raid. Sadly, I was back to reality, and because I was so used to riding Sam's fantastic bike, it would almost bring me unstuck in a few places now that I was back on mine. Couple more gates to go through and we would be on the putty road. is one of those places I mentioned where I almost came unstuck because I was still in World Raid mode. We were riding the twisties on Putty Road, but not for long. The deputy would have us back on the dirt soon enough as we made our way over to the old Bulga Road. Now, it was on this section of the old Bulga Road that I was still riding my bike as if it were a mighty Yamaha Tenere 700 World Raid. But it wasn't. Sam must have been thinking, what the bloody hell was I up to? There seemed to be no way out of this. I was going to have to go bush.
I'll see if I can go through.
I don't like going bush because this is where a lot of logs live. And everyone knows I f***ing hate logs. Sam and I were off. Two mighty Yamaha Teneres in their natural habitat, hurtling through the forest trying to catch up to the other boys. And when we finally did catch up, it wouldn't take us long to arrive at the Bulga pub for lunch and a well-earned cold beverage. I just needed to get to the bottom of this hill without crashing first. Back on the Putty Road would have us arriving at the Bulga Tavern, aka the famous Cockfighter Creek Tavern in Bulga, New South Wales, Australia. Finally, it was time to cheers to a great day.
No, it disappoints the other.
Giant ginger beer for men and wombats.
Wombats.
Cheers.
And after a fantastic feed, there seemed to be a mass exodus of riders as they all left to go home.
How many blokes left, Wayne? Three blokes left.
Oh, okay.
Which way are you going?
Mate, I live at Cessnock, so I'm just 10 minutes down the road from me. Yeah.
So you're going through Grove.
I'm from Cessnock.
You're leaving. So there'll be four of us. Where do you live?
Maitland.
Oh well, you'll be going with them.
I'm Sydney, mate. Penrith.
Well,
Penrith.
you'll be coming with us. So there's three left. Three.
See you later.
And just like that, Big Adam left as well. Yep, all our plans had now changed, so we headed to Broke for fuel because Dale the deputy had something else in store for us. And that's when I dropped my motorcycle key between my engine and bash plate when using it to pop out the mini SD card from my camera. This is what happens, boys and girls, when you chew your fingernails.
Go on, you got to be able to get that now. Just grab it with your hand.
Oh, I'm trying. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo!
So instead of the Combat Wombat and I riding the California Track and Commission Trail and arriving home at 10 PM that night, we joined Deputy Dale Bryce the Farmer riding Tracy the Tractor and Sam the Man of Many Layers, and we headed towards the Pokolbin Forest. Into the Pokolbin Forest we went, where the Combat Wombat could breathe easy because this is where the Cedar Creek Wombat Hospital is located. So if the little fella falls off his BMW GSF 900, well, we can take him straight there. We had almost reached the end of our ride with the boys. One last scenic vista. Dale the deputy took us to the beautiful and stunning Pokolbin Lookout, where we looked out over his entire kingdom.
Gorgeous.
In fact, it took us around the back of Cypress Lake to
That's it.
Hectares Road.
Work that camera. Point out there. Maybe shield your eyes from the sun as well. Yeah, that's good.
Sadly, we
to
had
meet you.
come to that time of the day. Time to bid farewell to new friends.
Pleasure. Good to meet you.
Thanks for the ride.
That's alright.
If ever you want to just swap.
Who was I kidding? As if Sam the Man would ever want to ride my bike again. As we left the boys and the Pokolbin Forest behind us, and the Combat Wombat and I headed home. On another terrific ride, but when is a ride not terrific? The Combat Wombat and I passed through the historic town of Ourimbah, and then back into the Watagan Forest we went, all the way back to our starting point. Yes, we had come full circle on another brilliantly organised ride by the man himself, the Combat Wombat. My next ride would be a test for man and machine as the boys and I hit the wild and wet Pokolbin State Forest single trails on big bikes. So until then, hit the like and subscribe button because I'm artist Wayne Dowson, and thanks for watching, everyone.
Another day done and dusted with no broken bones.